It's that time again. Time for another This is Commentary with Ozzy Rose. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's had a great day on this cloudy, rainy Wednesday. I had a great day. I went strutting, but I didn't get to go all that far down Southwest Drive mainly. And I kept getting rained out. I had to keep going under for cover and stuff like that. And then going a few feet and more rain. And finally it quit raining. I just headed back. But anyways, y'all know me. I don't complain much. But the topic for this commentary is respect. That's right, respect. I know most people that know me here in Jonesboro, Arkansas know I'm a nice guy. I'm nice to everybody. I've been nice to everybody my entire life. That's how I was raised, and I've always gave respect. But this is where I don't give respect. When I've not done nothing to you, say at all, and you disrespect me, this old man gets mad, and he will get mad at you, man or woman, and tell you, kiss my ass and here's your two middle fingers. Now, I don't go around acting like that unless you've done something to me. See, that's the point. I'm nice to everybody. I give respect. I'm not trying to get respect back. I'm not like that. But when you disrespect me, I'm going to get mad at you. Now, y'all know mostly in these commentary segments, I give you just examples really of me, okay? And I generally don't tell anybody what to do. I ain't nobody's boss, and I'm not nobody's boss here. But this is what I say to people. Be nice, be respectable to everyone, and up and until someone disrespects you. Then at least tell them what you think, and then go on about your business. And that's me, and I play it however you want to play it. If I'm being nice to you or not bothering you whatsoever and you disrespect me, you wish you hadn't. And if you want to take it any further, you'll get your ass beat. I'm just like the police. This is how the police, I'm not talking about just JPD and Craighead County Sheriff's Department. This is police across the country. They're like this. They'll play it however you want to play it. If you're nice, they're going to treat you nice. You act like an ass, they're going to beat your ass. And I do not blame them whatsoever. They get paid to protect and serve. They don't get paid to take your disrespect. And they don't. Now that's something I've never done in my entire life, is just disrespect somebody for no reason. No, that's not Ozzy Rose. And I know JPD has probably gotten some calls here and there from a business that said, hey man, he's giving us fingers. They know this about me. That if they get a call like that, they know that somebody at that business has pissed me off. They have done something to me. They know that I don't go around acting like that unless someone at that business has disrespected me. That they know, So, and that's true. I'll give you another case in point. Today, I got disrespected today, and I did. Right over here at Checkers on Southwest Drive. When I left out here to go strutting, it started misting and rain a little bit, then it started coming down pretty good. Okay, this is not my first time being in the front of Checkers under the awning to get out of the rain, wait for rain to pass to boogie on. That made my fourth time, four different days altogether. I was out there 20 minutes, okay? Yeah, I was strutting around out there, but I was waiting for the rain to pass so I could go on. Was I smoking? You bet. I didn't see no smoking signs. Then this woman customer comes up. I can tell she didn't like who I was. Didn't make a shit to me, But she walks up to the counter, I guess, and complaining about me standing there smoking. And I wasn't in nobody's way. I wasn't bothering nobody. Then the woman that works behind the window there at Checkers motions for me to come over. So I go over, and I take my headphones off, and she was hateful. And she said, if you're going to hang here, you can't smoke. I said, well, I don't hang here. And I said, you can kiss my ass, and here's you two of these, So, and there wasn't no smoking signs. I didn't see any, But let's say, for instance, there was and I didn't see them. Let's say that. Okay, it's all in how you talk to a person. Now, if she'd have been nice to me and said, now, look, I know you might not know this out here, but you can't smoke if you're going to be out here. Then I would have said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. No harm, no foul. But it's all in how you talk to someone. You get hateful and say, if you're going to hang here, I don't hang anywhere. Most people in Jonesboro knows Ozzy Rose struts all over town. But does he bother anybody? No, he does not. And I don't. You know, I mind my own business, I stick to myself, and I try to do things the right way. You know, and that's true. But I'm not going to take your mouth. I don't care who you are. And you're not going to whip my ass, you know, unless you're gifted more than I am. Then you might stand a chance. You know, if you do, you do. You know, but, you know, I'm not going to take that. I'm just like JPD and the Craighead County Sheriff's Department or any cop in this country. You know, I don't get paid anything. But I'm still not going to take your mouth. You know, I don't care who you are, you know. So I know people in Jonesboro have seen me do that to a business or two time, you know, before this one. And it won't be the last time. I can guarantee you that. It won't be. When an employee gets smart with me and disrespects me, I throw it right back on, you know. And I've always been that way, and I always will be that way, no matter what, you know. So that's what I'm saying. I don't tell people what to do, and I'm not going to start here. But I would just say, be nice and be respectful to any and all people until someone gives you a reason not to be. Then I'm not saying, you know, open up a can of whoop ass on them. I just say, tell them what you think, tell them kiss your ass, give them a couple of middle fingers and say, how do you like me now? And then just go on about your business, like I did, you know. And do I stay mad at anybody? No, that's not me either. You know, I'm not going to stay mad at that little twit, you know, and I'm not, you know. But it's like this, I'm 58 years old. I'm not going to take a smart mouth from look like a little 16, 18-year-old kid. If she would have talked nice to me, you know, and said, hey, I know you might not know this, but if you're going to be out front here, you can't smoke, I would have said, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, I'll put it out. So, you know, it's all in how you talk to someone, you know. I practice what I preach. If I want to get my point across to someone that at least is not disrespecting me, if I need them to do something or want them to do something, say for an example, I'm going to talk to them nice, because if I talk to them hateful and get smart and disrespect them, they're just going to get pissed off at me. And I can't blame them, you know. In this country, I'm sad to say, that respect has really went out the window in this country. And it really has. Love has too. All there is hate in this country anymore. And I don't hate nobody, and I'm not going to. Not even that little twit at Checkers. I don't hate her, you know, I don't. Am I going to stay mad at her? No, I'm not mad at her right now, you know. But, you know, I'm just not going to take people's lip, you know, when I haven't done nothing to you. Now, like I said, that made my 4th different day that I've been underneath that awning out front to wait the rain out to move on, you know. And I was there for 20 minutes, smoking the whole time, before anything was ever said to me. You know, the other 3 days that I was there smoking, waiting for rain to move, nothing was ever said. She waited 20 minutes after I was there, and then she got smart with me on top of that. And that is the wrong thing to do, you know. So that's what I'm saying. You know, it's one thing if they would have had signs up. I didn't see no signs, and if they'd have had signs up and I'd seen it, then of course I wouldn't have smoked there, trying to wait the rain out, because I do try to obey rules, you know. But at the same time, I didn't see no signs that you can't be smoking. So what they need to do is make sure they got signs up there at Checkers for anybody that can see that, you know. That way they know up front that you can't smoke if you're going to be underneath that awning out front. That's how you handle things the right way, you know. And then if someone is smoking there, then you talk to them nice and say, look, you can stand out front there, but you can't be smoking. Can you see the sign? And maybe they can't see the sign. Then you say, well, if you didn't see it, I just wanted to let you know that. It's all in how you talk to someone. I'm a firm believer in that too. And I do practice what I preach, and I don't really preach nothing. But, you know, I just don't take that. That makes about the 4th or 5th business in this town that an employee there has disrespected me. So I know JPD's gotten calls about it, but they know me. They know, well, somebody at that business has disrespected him, and that is true. I've never started anything with anybody in my life, and I'm not ever going to. But I'm just like the cops. I'm not going to take your abuse. I'm not going to do it. And you need to remember something. I always wanted to be a cop, but instead, I became an addict. But I did want to be a cop, and that's true. That's going to be about a wrap for this commentary segment. And of course, the topic was respect. Try to be nice and respectful to all others until someone gives you a reason not to. Then tell them what you think. Then give them a couple middle fingers and do like I do. Strut on by.